Ladies and gentlemen, this YouTube channel vlog show is of authenticity, inspiration, and realness. It is also about personality, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here is your host of the show, Mr. Big Beefy E himself, the elder statesman of Rant and Rave, and Mr. Shenanigans himself, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode 1108 of the show. What's going on, everybody? We're going to talk about Impact Wrestling. This is the best of 2023, part 2, the last Impact of the year, as you know. Next year, TNA Wrestling makes its return. I'll get to that. And we'll also have the Male Wrestler of the Year, the X Division Wrestler of the Year, Match of the Year, Moment of the Year in this one. So let's get the best of Impact. The World Heavyweight title on the line. Slammiversary 2023. Alex Shelley to defend against Nick Aldis, who is now the current SmackDown General Manager. And Alex Shelley did pick up the victory in that matchup. And Alex Shelley also has been named Male Wrestler of the Year for Impact Wrestling. So, I need a little speech on that. And then also the tag team titles were on the line in a Slammiversary. Also on Slammiversary, Rich Swann and Sami Callihan, ABC, the defending champions, Moose and Myers and Subculture. And, the Rascals got involved in that matchup to attack ABC. And Subculture ended up winning the tag team titles from that end. Then, Bound for Glory 2023, Chris Sabin defending the X Division title against Kenta, and Chris Sabin ended up winning the matchup, which will lead to the X Division Wrestler of the Year. Speedball Mike Bailey has won that award, so congratulations to Speedball. Meanwhile, Bound for Glory, another world title match on the line. Alex Shelley, another title defense against Josh Alexander, the Walking Weapon. Heck of a matchup that was. Alex Shelley ended up winning that matchup. Bound for Glory, 2023, ladies and gentlemen. Mickie James challenged Trinity for the Knockouts Championship, which Trinity retains the championship. And then the match of the year was Mike Bailey versus Will Ospreay, with Ospreay picking up the victory at Bound for Glory 2023. And the moment of the year, TNA Wrestling has returned. So, that being said, we have here, and we're making a PTW. I might as well do it now since we are. Since we are doing this, and well, what the heck? I didn't hear. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how this came off, but yeah, whatever. How did this come off? Oh. Aha. And give me a second here, folks. Usually I don't have a problem with this. And, okay, there we go. There we are. And we're going to go to the AEW World's End picks and predictions. As you know, a couple of things. Sean Spears has left AEW. Now, rumor has it he may make a surprise entrance at the Royal Rumble with the number 10. So, who knows? That could happen. But he says he wants to do what's best for his family. And I'm sure, and I don't blame Mr. Spears for doing so. So, as you know, AEW World's End is happening, and I am going to do this that way because the best of Impact is kind of a short video. World title on the line. MJF versus Samoa Joe. Let's start off with that matchup first of all. We got MJF versus Samoa Joe, and as you know, my picks and predictions, and who will I pick to win this matchup? I pick MJF over Samoa Joe. And I think when MJF retains the title, by the way, I think Adam Cole may reveal himself to be the devil all along. He's probably played MJF all along. All right, and the women's title will be on the line in this matchup as well as Toni Storm. Toni Storm will defend the gold, the timeless Toni Storm, against Riho. And as you know, my girl, Toni Storm. To me, timeless Toni Storm is like the answer, AEW's answer to R-Truth. Knows how to be funny and brought a lot of comedy, but also can wrestle. The only difference is R-Truth is a lot older than Toni Storm, obviously, but I'll tell you one thing. Both provide great entertainment. Toni Storm has done that, so that's why I'm picking Toni Storm to retain the title. All right, now, TNT title on the line. No DQ matchup. It will be Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland. Former friends turned enemies, and Adam Copeland's due to a title win. I'm picking Adam Copeland over Christian Cage, despite the fact that Nick Wayne, Motherway could get involved. Well, where does Kill Switch stand? Because Kill Switch has been fighting all this all the time, and I think this will be something to think about. All right, then the AEW, the Continental title will be on the line for the very first time. The Continental title on the line, as you know. Eddie Kingston, since he is the defending Ring of Honor World Champion and New Japan Strong Openweight Champion. By the way, New Japan has a new president. Hiroshi Tanahashi, the Ace, is involved. So, Eddie Kingston versus Jon Moxley. I picked Eddie Kingston over Moxley. Kingston is due for a win over Moxley. And I'll tell you what, he's got the momentum going in this matchup. So does Moxley. So I picked him. All right, let's go with the one-on-one matchup. Andrade El Idolo going one-on-one with Miro. And I'm picking Miro. Miro, because if you're managed by C.J. Perry, and I'm hoping she's well enough to be at ringside, if you're managed by C.J. Perry, be prepared to be targeted by Miro. And if let's say if I was wrestling and C.J. Perry wanted to manage me and I accept her management offer, Miro probably would freaking beat the you-know-what out of me. I probably would resemble one of the Street Fighters when they lose a match. So probably Chun-Li crying like a baby. No offense to Chun-Li. But anyways, I'd be crying like a baby. So anyways, Keith Lee versus Swerve Strickland. And I think Lee could end up picking up the victory. I'm picking Lee to pick up the victory over Swerve Strickland. All right. FTW title on the line in this matchup. And these are going to be at the 0 hour. It will be Hook versus Wheeler Yuta. Hook versus Wheeler Yuta. And who do I pick it? This one? Hook may end up winning this one. There you go. Hook versus Wheeler Yuta. And we have 2 8-man tag team matchup. 8-man tag 1. On one team, it is the Pillars and the Legends. It'll be Darby Allin, Sting, and the Sex Gods. That will be the team of Jericho and the returning Chris Jericho and the returning Sammy Guevara up against Powerhouse Hobbs and Konosuke Takeshita of the Don Callis family. Meanwhile, Ricky Starks and Big Bill. So, and I'm picking Darby Allin, Sting, and Les Sex Gods of Jericho and Guevara to win that matchup. And finally, another 8-man tag. This will be involving men from the Continental Classic. On one team, Claudio Castagnoli teams up with his Blackpool Combat Club running buddy, Bryan Danielson. Also joining them will be Mark Briscoe and Daniel Garcia to go up against Brody King. And the two J's, Lethal and White. And then teaming up with them, Roosh. And I'm picking Claudio, Bryan, Garcia, and Briscoe. So, and there they are, right there. So these are my picks. I'll go run them down one more time. The world title on the line, MJF defending against Samoa Joe. I picked MJF. Women's title on the line, Timeless Toni Storm versus Riho. I picked Timeless Toni Storm to retain. Christian Cage defending the TNT title against Copeland in a no DQ matchup. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot one more. Hold up just a second. The TBS title is on the line. TBS title. That's right. I forgot about that one. And it's Julia Hart. Well, let's try this again. Julia Hart defending against Abaddon. And I picked Julia Hart to retain. So, I forgot to add that match in. So, there it is. So, let's go over it one more time. The world title on the line, MJF versus Samoa Joe. I picked MJF over Samoa Joe. I believe the Kingdom, Roderick Strong, and the Undisputed Kingdom, Roderick Strong, Adam Cole, and Matt Taven and Mike Bennett are all the devil. They're all the devil and his henchmen against MJF. Then Toni Storm, Timeless Toni Storm versus Riho for the AEW Women's Championship. Toni Storm will retain over Riho. TNT title, Christian Cage and Adam Copeland in no DQ match. I picked Copeland to win this one. And the Continental title, Eddie Kingston defending his Ring of Honor World Championship and NJPW Strong Championship against Jon Moxley. I picked Kingston to win it all, retain his two titles, and win the Continental title, be the first ever inaugural Continental Champion. Andrade El Idolo versus Miro. I picked Miro over Andrade. Keith Lee versus Swerve Strickland. Lee over Strickland. FTW title line, Hook versus Wheeler Yuta. I picked Hook over Yuta. 8-man tag. The two pillars, the Pillars and Legends team of Darby Allin, Sting, and Les Sex Gods, Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara go up against the Don Callis family team of Hobbs and Konosuke Takeshita, and the AEW Tag Team Champs Ricky Starks and Big Bill. I picked Allin, Sting, and Les Sex Gods over that quartet. And then the 8-man tag match, the Team Blackpool Combat Club, Claudio Castagnoli, Bryan Danielson, I should say, teams up with Mark Briscoe and Daniel Garcia against Brody King, and the two J's, Lethal and White, and Roosh. I picked Team BCC. That would be Claudio Castagnoli, Bryan Danielson, Daniel Garcia, and Mark Briscoe. And then the TBS title, Julia Hart versus Abaddon. I picked Julia Hart over Abaddon. So, that's all the time we have on this show. Oh, here's a reminder, one more time. So, if you guys know how to pick, check it out there. So, that's all the time we have on the show. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And I want to thank everyone for watching. As you know, the final impact of the final impact of 2023, plus my picks and predictions for AEW World's End. So that's it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And until the next episode comes around, remember Bullseye tomorrow on that, as well as AEW SmackDown, the best of SmackDown of 2023, and not only that, AEW Rampage. All right. So until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. This concludes today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A big beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bova Telepictures and Distribution. See you next time on another episode of the show. Goodbye for now.